Again, good evening. I'm Maureen McFadden. Aaron Logan is on assignment. A South Bend alternative school may close its doors if it doesn't get help from the South Bend School Board. The Crossing will present its plea to the board tonight. News Center 16's Ryan Muelliner joins us in the newsroom with the story. So, Ryan, what are they asking for tonight?
Now, the Crossing is seeking a partnership with the school corporation to bring in state funds for their program. Now, there's a network of alternative schools in our area under that same name, and nearly a dozen other school corps have reached similar agreements with the Crossing. And the school hopes South Bend will join the cause. Danielle Dunning may very well have become a statistic.
When I was in public school, I hated going to school. I had poor attendance. I didn't think I was going to graduate. I was going to transfer to Mishawaka High School where they had an alternative program, but their tuition was too expensive and they suggested the Crossing.
The South Bend Crossing is where she landed 2 years ago, where the teachers let the students make their own work schedule.
I guess some days you just don't feel like doing math, and so you can work on your English assignment or, work at your own pace.
The teachers say these students need a different formula.
When they get here, there's not a lot of hope, and they're dealing with different issues, and they're struggling. The embarrassment of maybe being dropped out, or the shame of not even being able to make it.
But now the Crossing may not make it if the school corporation doesn't lend them a hand.
We're pushing because over the last few years we've seen why we need to be here.
So that students like Danielle get a chance to walk at graduation, like she did last week.
My mom cried at graduation. I thought I was going to be a dropout, so it was hard not to cry, but I did it.
I think it's a win-win, and that, like I said, it's going to serve the youth of the community, but also the South Bend Community School Corporation, they would have a hand in helping rehabilitate and some of these kids, that are out on the street.
Meantime, here's what the Crossing says the partnership with the school corp would cost or wouldn't cost. They say the school corp would actually make money off the deal. The South Bend location has 32 students, and based on last year's numbers, the corporation got about $6,200 per student. The Crossing only needs about $6,000, and it actually bring in even more funding for special ed students, giving them a surplus. Mo?
Okay, Ryan, so when could the school board decide on this?
Tonight is purely an informational presentation, and their next meeting is on July 13th, and that'll be the earliest that Superintendent Capsa could make a recommendation for a school board vote.
Okay, but it certainly made a big change for that young lady in your story.
Definitely, and a few others too.
Thanks, Ryan.